The 2026 Formula One grid is almost complete, but one crucial seat remains wide open. Alpine needs a teammate for Pierre Gasly, who just extended his contract through 2028. So who's in the frame to join him? Let's dive into one of the biggest driver decisions of the year. Since the rebrand in 2021, Alpine has never finished outside the top 6 in the Constructors' Championship. But 2025? That's a completely different story. They're dead last with just 20 points, having failed to score in the last 5 race weekends. They trail 6th place by 52 points with only 6 events remaining, but here's the thing, Alpine gave up on this season months ago. Their entire focus shifted to 2026, when sweeping new regulations arrive and they'll be running customer Mercedes power units instead of their own Renault engines. It's a complete reset. A fresh start. And getting the driver lineup right is absolutely critical to their comeback right now. All signs point to an internal decision between 2 drivers, incumbent Franco Colapinto and reserve driver Aron. Let's start with Colapinto, because his story this year has been absolutely fascinating. The 22-year-old Argentine showed flashes of brilliance during his Williams stint last year, but also some spectacular crashes. Alpine's Flavio Briatore took a gamble on him, promoting him from reserve to a race seat, and honestly, it started terribly. By August, Briatore was publicly questioning the decision, saying maybe it was not the time to have Franco in Formula One and that the team had tried everything, but it's not what I expect from Colapinto. Brutal words. Career-threatening words. But here's where the story takes a turn. Colapinto responded. He hasn't scored points yet, but that's the car, not the driver. When you're in a struggling machine, the only real metric is your performance against your teammate. And that's where Colapinto is making his case. Managing director Steve Nielsen put it perfectly. Franco had a difficult start, but we've seen that equalize. He's now had the measure of Pierre in the last 2 or 3 races, so he's on par with him. The numbers back this up. In qualifying, Colapinto trails Gasly 7-5 overall. But zoom in on the last 4 race weekends: Netherlands, Italy, Azerbaijan, and Singapore, and suddenly Colapinto leads 3-1 with an average advantage of over 1/10 of a second. In races, it's 7-5 for Gasly overall, but 2-2 in the last 4 events. Colapinto scored 11th in the Netherlands, their best result in that stretch. There's also the financial reality. Colapinto brings significant backing to the team, which matters when you're rebuilding. Combined with his improving form, he's looking like the favorite. Nielsen was crystal clear about what Colapinto needs to do. Drivers are measured against their teammate first. If he continues like the last 3 races, I see no reason why he can't stay in the seat. The momentum is real. The confidence is rebuilt. But there's still one more name in the conversation: Aron. The 21-year-old Estonian finished 3rd in Formula 2 last year during his first full season, an impressive achievement. Alpine signed him as a reserve driver this year, loaning him to Sauber for 2 FP1 sessions before running him in their own car in Italy. He's expected to get one more session before the season ends. When asked about his future, Aron kept it philosophical: I just try to do the best I can with the opportunities that I have. I don't see the point in overthinking scenarios. I can just control what's in my control. Smart answer. Mature answer. But with Colapinto's recent momentum, Aron's window might be closing. Nielsen confirmed Aron is in the mix, but added, whether anybody else is, I don't think so at the moment. It's a 2-horse race, and both drivers know it. Alpine isn't rushing this decision. Since they're looking internally, they can wait until the end of the season to see how things play out. But make no mistake, they're already deep into 2026 preparations. The Mercedes power unit integration is underway. The new chassis is taking shape. The wind tunnel is running constantly. Both Colapinto and Aron are being evaluated on every metric imaginable. Simulator times. Engineering feedback. Consistency. Development potential. It's the final phase of the most important decision Alpine will make this year. The 2026 regulations represent Alpine's biggest opportunity in years. They're banking on that Mercedes power unit and early development to launch them back up the grid. Getting this driver decision right could make or break their comeback. If Colapinto continues matching or outperforming Gasly over these final races, the choice becomes pretty straightforward. But until that final announcement, both drivers will be pushing harder than ever to prove they deserve that seat. 1 seat. 2 drivers. And a championship-hungry team ready to reclaim their place among Formula One's elite. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe for more F1 deep dives.